great amount of spectacle, very clever writing, a great, large cast, whereas True Detective really boils down to just two actors playing off of each other. But Game of Thrones has a very large cast where I think everybody contributes and does a very good job. Great show, really in a class by itself, actually. So I'm sorry I paired it with True Detective. All right, and also on HBO, I really wanted to give a shout out to Veep. I love Veep. I think Veep is a phenomenal show. I picked it over Girls, actually, and didn't pair it with Girls because I think Girls is losing its way a little bit. I think it's focusing too much on trying to be titillating, both in terms of the nudity, which has become a big subject matter, but also I feel with its trying to make its characters unlikable, I think it's really not going anywhere. I think maybe Girls might have bought a little bit into its too much into its own hype. Am I still watching it? Yes, but I feel I'm one of the few people holding on. But Veep is a wonderful show, a great performance by Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Talk about an actress who's been able to play multiple roles. You know, people have been talking about that she was Elaine on Seinfeld, she was Christina on The New Adventures of Old Christine, and now she's, this character on Veep, Selena Meyer, who just does such a wonderful job that Julia Louis-Dreyfus has been one of those few actresses to be able to play all these different roles and be seen individually and not just be like, hey, it's Elaine as vice president. I think the show is phenomenal. I think that it's a great example. I love the fashions, by the way, that she wears. I know it's a very girly response, but I think that the costume design on this show is so great because it allows Julia Louis-Dreyfus to look really pretty, but at the same time be taken seriously in a business environment. It's very hard to do. Any woman who's tried to shop for clothes to wear to work knows this, I think, that it's so hard to find clothes that are not trying too hard to be sexy or you won't be taken seriously in, but at the same time you still want to look attractive. So I love the clothing on Veep, and they don't really talk about who does the clothing, but I've made it a personal goal of mine to start researching that when I get back from vacation. And also, it's a great example of women in the workplace. She's fully functioning, but also with problems as well as successes. And I really like showing her, a woman is the boss, but, not like wanting to, not like in a sexy way, but just in a real way. And so I really like that show for those reasons. I think it's